Look at this in a moment.
Yeah. Hold it,
Parents, take her back.
Choose your words.
No pressure.
This for a child.
Places.
I blew a heart. Speak to me of sacrifice. I'll send you to a world where you can be with Chris.
Stands against you.
How reasonable I have been. Sending those grisees and insults have exhausted my patience.
Shield is down!
You want the girl?
Wong, what happened?
You took those lives.
I'm a mother. In every life together. The same.
I hope so.
But so many. No. It's.
Sorcerer Supreme.
It's there, the dog. No one.
Perhaps we will be the. You couldn't.
Tread upon the forbidden. The first demon is soulless monstrosity.
Hey.
Ultron commands you to halt.
Let her go. My own, I understand your pain.
There will be someone.
Destroy you with one whisper from...
Take me to the Book of Ashan.
My vote will
You must have been
Nothing of this universe.
circus of clowns, the Illuminati.
I vote. Beginning to understand. Spell will break.
She fixed him. How am I supposed to trust you?
I know.
You sound a lot like my... This Steven is different like them.
Where's that tunnel go?
Here! But only Steven's ever...
Champion this.
Steven! Sure.
Sesame.
We got this. This isn't what you're...
Playing as if you've been. That was probably me. The rest and let me have it. Here. Scene.
You're going to dream.
No. Right now, that kid needs me. I needed to protect my body, the damned.
So that you can dreamwalk into them. Even strange consequences. For the mystic arms.
It's gonna take more than killing me to kill. Hold her! Anyway. Mother, me's body.
Before one.
I've come here to tell you to
Control it.
Yes, exactly where we needed this moment. You were right. She destroyed the Darkhold in every... It's very beautiful of you. Yeah, I know.
Could have been. Yeah. Doctor Strange.
She's...
You used the dark coded tree.
Fine.
But are my other live lessons?
Sup?
Your parents would be proud.
Hey guys, today we're diving into the chaotic, mind-bending world of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We kick things off with a bang, seeing a variant of Doctor Strange, Defender Strange, trying to save America Chavez. They're fleeing, a monstrous, tentacled entity across a disintegrating reality. In desperation, Defender Strange attempts to steal America's power, but meets a very squishy end instead. America, terrified, falls through a portal to a new universe. If you had a good time with this, a like and a subscribe is a free way to help me keep making more. Our main Stephen Strange, the one we all know and love from Earth 616, wakes up in a cold sweat. Turns out the multiverse isn't just for fun alternate realities. It's also a source of some truly gnarly nightmares, which this Defender Strange scenario clearly was. He's shaken, but life must go on, even if life for him currently means attending the wedding of the woman he loves, Christine Palmer, to someone else. The emotional weight of his past decisions, particularly the blip, hangs heavy in the air, a subtle hum beneath the wedding bells. He's trying to be a good sport, but the clinking of glasses and the cheerful chatter probably just sound like mocking laughter to his super sorcerer errors. You can practically hear the subtle pang of regret with every I do that isn't his. Just when Strange thinks he's successfully navigated the awkwardness of a wedding and can go back to his regularly scheduled brooding, a gigantic, multi-tentacled, one-eyed monstrosity, which we later learn is named Gargantos, crashed through a bus in downtown New York, because, of course, a normal day in the life of a Sorcerer Supreme wouldn't be complete without a giant creature smashing up city infrastructure. Strange, along with the always-on-point Sorcerer Supreme Wong, jumps into action. The whoosh of Strange's cape as he leaps into the fray, the crackle of energy from Wong's magic, and the deafening roars of the beast create a symphony of chaos. During the fight, Strange encounters America Chavez, the very same girl from his nightmare, now desperately fleeing the creature's grasp, which adds a whole new layer of to his already complicated morning. As the battle rages on, with the metallic clang of Strange's shields hitting Gargantos' slimy hide and the deep rumbling sound of the beast, America Chavez accidentally unleashes her true power. When startled, she punches a star-shaped hole through reality itself, sending the monster's severed eye, thanks to a swift blow from Wong's axe, bouncing into another dimension. Talk about a multi-dimensional knockout. This isn't just teleportation. This is a full-blown, raw, unrefined ability to jump between entire universes. Strange and Wong quickly realize she's the target of this creature, and many others, because of this incredibly rare, unique power, which means our universe is just one stop on a much grander and more dangerous itinerary. This kid is literally a walking, talking, dimension-hopping key. With this new, incredibly powerful, and highly vulnerable teenager on their hands, Strange and Wong decide their best bet is to seek help from another incredibly powerful, but perhaps not entirely stable individual, Wanda Maximoff. Strange portals to her serene-looking apple orchard, which, let's be honest, is a stark contrast to her previous suburban sitcom reality. The scent of ripe apples and the idyllic setting almost make you forget she could probably turn you into a scarecrow. With a twitch of her fingers, he explains America's predicament, hoping that Wanda's deep understanding of magic and, crucially, her past experiences with powerful artifacts and cosmic threats would make her a valuable ally. But you can practically feel the subtle shift in the air, a faint crackle of something unsettling beneath the calm surface, almost like a really bad Wi-Fi signal in a beautiful location. The moment of truth arrives, and it's less a lie and more utter nightmare. Wanda drops the serene apple farmer act, transforming into the terrifying Scarlet Witch before Strange's very eyes. The air crackles with crimson energy, the sound of her voice deepening, echoing with the power of the Darkhold. She bluntly states her intention: she wants America Chavez's powers, not for the greater good, but to travel the multiverse and find a universe where her children, Billy and Tommy, truly exist. The emotional resonance of a mother's grief, twisted by Forbidden's magic, is palpable, creating a heavy, suffocating silence around Strange. He tries to reason with her, pointing out the inherent danger and the moral implications, but her resolve is absolute, a single-minded pursuit fueled by raw sorrow and dark ambition. It's like trying to talk a super-powered toddler out of a tantrum, except the toddler can reshape reality. Reasoning with a grief-stricken, magically supercharged individual proves futile, as it so often does in these movies. Wanda immediately launches a full-scale assault on Kamar-Taj, the hallowed grounds of the masters of the mystic arts. A massive wave of crimson energy slams into the ancient fortress, the deafening thud echoing through the mountains, followed by the frantic clatter of shields and the whoosh of defensive spells. It's a proper magical siege. Sorcerers, led by Wong, rally, creating energy shields that shimmer with defensive light and launching counter spells that sizzle through the air. You can hear the groans of the stone as the fortress strains against Wanda's immense power, a constant, low rumble accompanying the chaos. It's a visually spectacular and audibly intense sequence, highlighting the sheer, overwhelming force of the Scarlet Witch, who, let's be honest, makes the other villains look like they're just dabbling in parlor tricks. She's not just attacking. She's dismantling their entire magical infrastructure. In a desperate attempt to buy time and protect America, Strange pulls out an old classic, trapping Wanda in the mirror dimension. The crackle of glass-like energy and the immediate disorientation as reality folds in on itself is a familiar trick, usually quite effective. But this isn't just any villain. This is Wanda, supercharged by the Darkhold, and let's be real, she's had practice with reality manipulation. The mirror dimension, usually a prison of impossible angles and echoing silence, becomes her playground. With a terrifying groan and shattering sound, she starts twisting the reflections and breaking out of it with horrifying ease, demonstrating that her power has evolved far beyond what Strange or anyone else has anticipated. It's like trying to hold back a tsunami with a garden hose, a stark reminder of the sheer, terrifying scale of her enhanced abilities and the dark magic at her command, with Wanda relentlessly pursuing them, tearing through Kamar-Taj like it's made of tissue paper. Strange knows they can't stay. The thundering footsteps and the distant screams of sorcerers confirm it. Cornered and out of options, America's fear reaches a crescendo. With a powerful, almost desperate gasp, she punches another star-shaped hole in reality, pulling Strange along with her into the unknown. The whoosh and immediate sensation of falling, followed by the jarring halt, marks their abrupt departure from Earth 616. It's a terrifying leap of faith, a blind jump into the vast, unpredictable expanse of the multiverse. They have no destination, no plan, just a frantic escape from a seemingly unstoppable force. This isn't just a tactical retreat. It's a plunge into existential uncertainty, showing us just how perilous this cosmic journey is for two unlikely companions. They're uncontrolled. Jump through the multiverse lands them in a dazzling, hyper-futuristic New York City. The gleaming buildings hum with advanced technology. The pedestrian crossing lights glow with this soft, inviting blue, and everything just feels ... cleaner. It's a stark, almost unnerving contrast to the grimy, chaotic New York they know. Strange, ever the observant one, quickly picks up on the subtle differences, the architecture, the technology. Even the sounds of the city are slightly off, a higher-pitched hum of progress. He realizes they're in Earth 838, a universe where things seem to be going quite well, perhaps a little too well. It's a fascinating glimpse into a reality where different choices might have led to a more polished, arguably utopian, society. But as any seasoned multiverse traveler knows, utopian often has a very sharp, hidden edge, especially when you're being hunted across all of them. Alternate reality is cut short by a familiar, yet unwelcome, face, Carl Mordo, but this time, he's the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth 838. There's an immediate tension, a silent accusation in Mordo's gaze, as if he can smell the Darkhold residue on Strange. The clink of magical restraints and the firm grasp of Mordo's sorcerers signal that this isn't a friendly reunion. They're quickly apprehended and taken to a secure, fortress-like facility where the very air hums with advanced magical security. Strange realizes this isn't just a different New York. It's a different magical infrastructure entirely, one that's clearly wary of dimensional trespassers. It's a classic out of the frying pan into another dimension's fire situation, and honestly, you gotta wonder if Strange ever gets tired of being arrested by alternate versions of his friends. Strange finds himself in a grand, circular chamber, facing a formidable council of Earth 838's most powerful beings, the Illuminati. This isn't your average superhero team-up. This is a council designed to protect their reality from existential threats, and apparently, Strange fits the bill. We're introduced to a truly impressive lineup. Captain Carter wielding her iconic shield, the silent but deadly Black Bolt, the powerful Captain Marvel Maria Rambeau, the brilliant Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic himself, and the legendary Professor X, wheeling in with a psychic presence that's almost a physical thrum in the air. Mordo, as their Sorcerer Supreme, explains their purpose. It's a moment of pure fan service, delivering a heavy dose of world building by showing us how incredibly different and yet familiar this parallel universe is. The air is thick with authority and the unspoken power these individuals wield. Almost a deafening silence before Professor X speaks. Professor X, with a gentle but firm psychic probe, reveals the dark truth about Earth 838's own Stephen Strange. A chilling holographic projection materializes, showing how this variant, in his desperate attempts to stop Thanos, succumbed to the temptations of the Darkhold. The visual of his descent, the subtle whispers of the Forbidden's magic, and the ultimate, devastating consequence, an incursion where two realities violently collide, is truly a grim warning. The Illuminati had to make a hard choice, executing their Strange to prevent total annihilation. The weight of this revelation, The understanding that an alternate version of himself walked this same treacherous path is almost crushing for our Strange. It's a harsh lesson in the dangers of unchecked power and desperation, showing the dark side of world saving and planting a seed of doubt about his own future choices, the clatter of the Illuminati's judgment echoing in his mind. Meanwhile, back in Earth 616, the Scarlet Witch isn't sitting around waiting for a polite invitation. Using the Forbidden's magic of the Darkhold, she initiates a dream walk, a terrifying spell that allows her consciousness to possess an alternate version of herself in another universe. The visual of her main body falling into a deep, almost death-like trance and the sudden jolt of an unsuspecting Wanda 838 as she's possessed is genuinely unsettling. Wanda 838, a seemingly normal suburban mother, is suddenly forced to become the vessel for her grief-ridden, superpowered counterpart. It's a violation of the highest order, a truly chilling display of the Darkhold's invasive power, shattering the delicate fabric of identity across realities. The quiet hum of domesticity in 838 is abruptly silenced by the dark intent of the Scarlet Witch. Her presence, like a discordant note in a peaceful melody, the moment Wanda 838's eyes glow with crimson light. The Illuminati realize their mistake. The serene chamber turns into a bloodbath. Black Bolt, whose voice can level cities with a whisper, prepares to unleash his power. The silent tension before his power would erupt is terrifying, but Wanda, with a terrifying flick of her wrist, erases his mouth entirely. The silent gasp of horror is immediately followed by the sickening whip thud of his head imploding under the pressure of his own contained power. The sheer brutality is shocking, a visceral crackle of broken bones and internal pressure. Reed Richards, ever the intellectual, attempts to explain her abilities, but before he can finish his sentence, Wanda simply unravels him like a piece of string. The tearing sound, the grotesque elongation, and his ultimate demise are utterly chilling, showcasing Wanda's effortless, horrifying command over physical reality, proving that intellect and power are no match for pure, unadulterated grief-fueled magic. The rampage continues, a whirlwind of crimson chaos. Captain Carter, ever the valiant warrior, throws her vibranium shield, the whoosh of its flight cutting through the air. But Wanda, with an almost bored flick of her wrist, warps reality, turning the shield back on its owner. The metallic clang as it slices through Captain Carter's body, the horrifying sound of impact, is a truly gut-wrenching moment. Next up is Captain Marvel Maria Rambeau, who launches a powerful energy blast at Wanda, the sizzling sound of raw power filling the air. Wanda, however, just absorbs it, turning Rambeau's own energy against her and then crushes her with a massive statue, the earth-shattering thud sealing her fate. The ease with which Wanda dismantles these heroes isn't just terrifying. It's a grim statement on the limitless power of the Scarlet Witch, making the sound of their struggles seem utterly futile against her. It's a magic flex of epic proportions, with the Illuminati falling like dominoes. Professor X makes a final, desperate move. He unleashes his formidable psychic power, a silent, mental hum that resonates through the room. He tries to enter Wanda 616's mind through her possessed 838 counterpart, hoping to reach the real Wanda, to appeal to her better nature, to entangle the Darkhold's insidious whispers. We're pulled into a mental landscape, a twisted reflection of Wanda's farmhouse, where Professor X confronts the ethereal, enraged Scarlet Witch. He attempts to reason, but the sound of his telepathic voice, usually so commanding, is swallowed by her fury. With a sickening, almost silent snap in the mental space, she breaks his neck, violently ending the psychic confrontation and, in the physical world, extinguishing his life. It's a brutal, chilling moment that emphasizes that not even the most powerful telepath can penetrate the impenetrable shield of a mother's grief corrupted by absolute power. Amidst the carnage, Strange, America, and the surprisingly resilient Christine Palmer of Earth 838 make their frantic escape. The once gleaming Illuminati headquarters is now a crumbling ruin, the groans of stressed metal and the shattering of glass echoing through the corridors. Wanda is hot on their heels, her footsteps a rhythmic thud, accompanied by the constant crackle of her magic, literally tearing apart their escape route. They scramble through collapsing hallways, the frantic sound of their own footsteps and gasps for breath punctuated by the terrifying, booming impact of Wanda's attacks just meters behind them. It's a pulse-bounding chase sequence that perfectly encapsulates the sheer, overwhelming terror of being hunted by an unstoppable force. Even in a dimension of advanced heroes, it turns out the best option is still usually run for your life, proving that some universal constant always hold true. In a desperate bid for a legitimate countermeasure, Strange and company make for the Book of Vishanti, a powerful artifact designed to counteract dark magic, supposedly housed in a neutral dimension. The shimmering, almost ethereal pages of the book, filled with pure, white light, are a stark contrast to the corrupted whispers of the Darkhold. But just as Strange reaches out, hoping for salvation, Wanda is there with a sickening rip hand. Tear, she destroys the Book of Vishanti entirely, its pages dissolving into nothingness. The sound of the ancient magic being extinguished is almost a silent scream. This isn't just an act of destruction. It's a symbolic move, severing their last hope for a conventional magical solution and further cementing her power. It's like bringing a perfectly legal, well-researched argument to a debate, only for your opponent to simply eat your notes. Now, it's just raw power versus, well, more raw power, which generally isn't a great strategy. With their last line of defense gone, America's fear reaches a breaking point once more. She involuntarily opens a rapid-fire series of portals, sending herself and Strange tumbling through an eye-popping, ear-splitting montage of bizarre alternate realities. They careen through a universe where everyone is made of paint, complete with squishy, wet thuds. Then a reality teeming with vibrant, lush alien flora, where every step sounds like rustling leaves and buzzing insects. Another universe presents a strange, almost mechanical landscape, each metallic clang and whirring gear a different note in a cosmic symphony. It's a dizzying sensory overload, a whirlwind tour through the infinite possibilities of the multiverse, emphasizing just how vast and varied these realities are, and how little control America has over her incredible power. This is world building on hyperspeed, a real visual and auditory treat amidst all the danger. Finally, after a relentless pursuit across realities, Wanda gets her hands on America. The desperate cries of America, the frustrated grunts of Wanda, and the crackle of her magic as she wrestles with the young hero, all build to a terrifying crescendo. With raw, unbridled force, Wanda compels America to open a portal to her ultimate destination, Mount Wundagore, located in the ominous dark dimension. The air in this dimension is thick with malevolent energy, a low, guttural hum that feels like a physical weight on the chest. Mount Wundagore itself is a jagged, ancient peak, emanating an aura of profound, primordial evil, its very stones seeming to whisper forbidden secrets. It's the physical embodiment of the Darkhold's power, a place where reality bends to its sinister will, and the very ground beneath their feet feels corrupted. During the struggle, America, in a last desperate burst of uncontrolled power, inadvertently sends Strange and Christine 838 to yet another universe. This one, however, is bleak and desolate, a crumbling landscape where the very fabric of reality is unraveling. The constant, low rumble of distant collapses, the whispering sound of dust and debris blowing across the barren ground, and the unnerving silence of a world devoid of life create a truly eerie atmosphere. It's a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of incursions, a cosmic graveyard. They stumble through the ruins, the crunch of decaying matter underfoot, searching for a way back, for answers, for any sign of hope in a universe that has none left. This decaying reality serves as a powerful backdrop for Strange's introspection, a silent warning of what happens when the multiverse's delicate balance is irrevocably broken. As they explore this dying universe, Strange and Christine stumble upon a gothic, decaying mansion. Inside, they find a chilling sight, another variant of Stephen Strange, this one twisted and malevolent, sitting at a decrepit piano, playing a mournful, discordant tune. The creak of the old piano keys, the melancholic notes, and the unsettling silence between them create a truly unsettling atmosphere. This sinister Strange reveals he was the one responsible for his universe's demise, consumed by the Darkhold and his own arrogance. Their confrontation escalates, with Strange 616 desperately trying to escape with a copy of the Darkhold, while Sinister Strange unleashes a barrage of corrupted spells, the crackle of dark energy a chilling counterpoint to the mournful piano. It's a literal battle of wits and magic, fought within a crumbling mansion in a dying reality, and honestly, who knew piano recitals could get this intense? Cornered and with no other option, our Strange 616 makes the incredibly difficult, ethically questionable choice to use the Darkhold himself. The ominous whisper of the ancient book as its pages open, the faint, almost seductive hum of forbidden magic, and the immediate surge of dark power flowing through him is a truly impactful moment. He channels the Darkhold's energy, manifesting powerful, dark entities and spells to combat. The stage is set for a truly epic and undeniably weird final confrontation. Zombie Strange, still reeking of formaldehyde and propelled by his howling cape of souls, unleashes a barrage of dark, spectral attacks against the Scarlet Witch. The eerie wail of the souls, combined with the crackle of Wanda's crimson magic, creates a cacophony of otherworldly sounds. The very ground of Mount Wundagore groans under the strain of their immense powers, the ancient stones trembling with each impact. It's a fight of raw, corrupted power versus grief-fueled madness, with America Chavez caught in the middle. Strange is using everything at his disposal, the dark energies from the Darkhold swirling around him, showing just how far he's willing to go to stop Wanda and protect America, even if it means looking like a reanimated Halloween decoration. This is the ultimate world-building showdown, showcasing the depths and dangers of magical influence. As the battle rages, and Zombie Strange pushes Wanda to her limits, America Chavez, witnessing Strange's self-sacrifice, finds her inner strength. With a determined gasp, she finally, truly masters her powers. No more uncontrolled, fear-induced jumps. Now she confidently punches large, stable, star-shaped portals into existence. The distinct whoosh and shimmering sound of her portals are no longer chaotic but precise, a powerful symbol of control and newfound confidence. She uses her abilities to send Wanda to a universe where she sees her beloved children recoil in fear from her monstrous Scarlet Witch form. It's a pivotal moment, not just for America's character arc, but for the very concept of her powers. She's no longer just a MacGuffin, she's a full-fledged, dimension-hopping superhero, finally owning her unique place in the vast tapestry of the multiverse, confronted with the horrified faces of her children in an alternate universe. The Darkhold's influence on Wanda finally breaks. The primal, heartbreaking sound of their fear cuts through her grief and ambition, shattering her monstrous persona. In a powerful, cathartic act of self-sacrifice, Wanda unleashes a final, immense burst of crimson energy. The deafening roar of magic, the shattering sound of ancient stone, and the rumbling collapse of Mount Wundagor's Darkhold Temple signals her apparent demise and the destruction of the very source of the corrupted magic. It's a poignant, bittersweet end to her arc, a moment of tragic redemption where she chooses to protect the multiverse from her own destructive power. The sheer scale of the destruction is immense, a final, thunderous echo of the immense power she wielded, now turned against its dark origin. In the aftermath of the multiversal madness, a semblance of peace returns to Earth 616, albeit a peace tinged with the echoes of incredible trauma. We see America Chavez, no longer a terrified fugitive, now training diligently at Camartage under Wong's watchful eye. The gentle whoosh of her growing command over portals, the focused sounds of her spellcasting, signal her new journey. Strange, having paid a heavy price for his use of the Darkhold, is back in the Sanctum Sanctorum. The quiet hum of magical energy, the familiar sounds of his home, offer a moment of reflection. The world has been saved, but the multiverse has been opened, and the rules of reality itself have been profoundly rewritten, showing us that even happily ever after comes with new responsibilities and consequences in the grand, ever-expanding cosmic playground. Just when you think things might settle down for Strange, the movie delivers one final, unsettling punch. As he walks through the bustling streets of New York, a city that now seems almost mundane after his multiversal exploits, his forehead suddenly splits open with a visceral squelch, revealing a third eye. It's a direct, physical manifestation of his dalliance with the Darkhold, a chilling reminder that Forbidden's magic always comes with a price, a permanent mark on his very being. The subtle gasp of pedestrians, followed by a momentary hush, tells you this isn't exactly a common fashion accessory. It's a powerful visual and an unnerving sensory detail, reinforcing the idea that his journey through the multiverse and his use of dark powers has fundamentally altered him. This isn't just a new magical skill, it's a permanent, unsettling upgrade. The mid-credits scene opens up a whole new can of multiversal forms. As Strange is casually strolling, now seemingly accustomed to his new eye, a mysterious, purple-clad sorceress named Clea, looking absolutely stunning, materializes out of nowhere with a quiet, shimmering pop. She calmly informs him that his Darkhold usage has caused an incursion, a collision of realities, and that he needs to help her fix it. The ominous warning, coupled with the immediate sense of urgency in her voice, leaves us with a tantalizing cliffhanger. She opens a portal into the dark dimension, beckoning him to follow, and with a confident nod, Strange, third eye and all, steps through. It's a fantastic piece of world building, expanding the cosmic scope and setting up future adventures, reminding us that being a hero often means cleaning up cosmic messes you didn't even realize you made. And finally, for a touch of classic Marvel humor after all that multiversal madness, we get the post-credits scene featuring the eternally annoyed pizza popper from Earth 838. Remember that spell Strange put on him? Well, after 3 weeks, it finally wears off. The bewildered grunts and groans of Pizza Papa as he realizes he's been punching himself for what feels like an eternity are absolutely hilarious. He gleefully exclaims, "It's over," and proceeds to finish the job he started, delivering a final, satisfying punch to his own face. It's a lighthearted, almost silly end to a heavy movie, reminding us that even with cosmic stakes, there's always room for a little absurdity and a good, solid punchline. It's an inspirational thought, even after 3 weeks of